All right, hi. So, I recently bought Monster Hunter World, and I don't like it. I didn't. I was kind of against it from like the off, really. But I felt I wanted like a proper Monster Hunter game, so I imported this, which is Monster Hunter Double Cross, which is like the sort of upgraded version of Monster Hunter Generations, basically. Like how there was like 3 and 3 Ultimate, this is like, or like Freedom 2 and Freedom Unite, that's what this is. This is the sort of re-release with new missions and extra stuff and all that kind of thing. Because it's in Japanese, I can I know enough to play it, in part because of like my previous experience with the series. But what I'm not able to do is obviously like particularly with relation to the new style system, which only got added in this game. I'm sort of learning that by playing mostly. So the style I'm using is, I think, the Adept one. In any case, it's the one where you dodge by resheathing your weapon. And that's taking a while to get used to, but it's really interesting, and it's an addition to the series that makes more sense than whatever the hell they're doing with they've tried doing with World. And part of my problem with World is the map design, because now if we look at this in the top right, it basically gives us the whole of a mountain. Well, it's a mountain in this case, and sort of like a surrounding jungly woods type area. But in World, it's like this, but with a couple of extra areas. But instead of having like a loading screen that goes like that, you now have to walk manually all the distance. And that takes sometimes like around 25 to 30 seconds. And it really wastes your time. I also don't like how, I mean, it's possible to work around it, but I don't like how the game sort of pushes you towards online multiplayer. I like playing solo, and then I like opting into multiplayer. I like it being a separate thing, with like separate quest systems. That's a bit of an issue. Also, I've recently played 3 Ultimate, the Wii U version, and people are still playing it online, so I'm probably going to play some of that at some point. So yeah, this mission, I think, best guess is that, yeah, I've just got to hunt one wyvern type thing, as opposed to like hunt X amount of small creatures like jaggies or whatever. So I'm just going to be looking around the sort of deeper areas where the wyverns tend to spawn, until I find it. Oh, and on the way out... Oh wait, no, there won't be an on the way out. Maybe I should do this now. Yay, we've got an egg. Yeah, one of the things I remember reading with the reviews of World was them saying, "Oh, it's great, now you don't have to do the egg quest anymore." I'm like, the egg quest is some of my favourite, what are you doing? I feel like it's an important part of the experience to, like, sneak up to a nest and then very slowly walk away, and where, like, your top running speed is this. It's fun to me, anyway. Apparently I'm in the wrong, because World has sold, like, 7.5 million copies worldwide. And I'm pretty miffed about it. Especially miffed that Generations Ultimate, as it would be called, this game. Hasn't been localized, and I'm hoping it will be. But my sort of suspicion is that if it is going to get localized, it might not be until next year, because I feel like Sony will probably have done some kind of deal to get it made in the first place. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was like related to how Horizon Zero Dawn was received the year before. So they thought, oh, let's make a really sort of shitty, watered down Western power fantasy version of Monster Hunter, and wow, did they! Boy, howdy! I'll definitely do a video on World at some point. I am being probably a bit mean to it, but also, I mean, I've not been like here from the beginning, but my first game in the series was Freedom 2. And so there we go, turned in the egg. It was Freedom 2, and back then they didn't even have the Palicos. They didn't get added until Freedom Unite, which was the final PSP game that got released over here. They also made a third one, but that was like the ultimate version of 2, and that was where I think they called them Feline Comrades at that point. That's where they started, and you could only have one. And then I think 3 had Cha-Cha, and then 3 Ultimate had Cha-Cha and Kayamba. And that's when, like, 4 was when they brought in, like, the Palico system in earnest. At least that's my sort of fading memory. But yeah, I've been sort. Ah, here we go. Here's the Wyvern cutscene. So yeah, that meter at the bottom of the screen, that's a new thing related to the style, when it's kind of like a cooldown, but it works on... It only sort of charges when you attack. It's basically like an infinite dodge kind of thing. And I'm going to be charging it. But yeah, the dodge maneuver, I'm going to see if I can do it after and get charged now. Can I? See there? That's what it looks like. So basically, when you sheath your weapon, if you hold down the button, you'll continue glowing, and while that happens, your stamina will drain, but it will also mean that you can evade the next attack. I'm sure there's probably other aspects of the system that I'm missing because I can't bloody read. But you know, I'm working from translation guides and things, but like just realizing like, oh hey, I know what various symbols in the inventory mean. Don't really need to, but I've got 14 paintballs, so I'm going to throw one now. That's another system that they removed for World. Like, I want paintballs in my game. I want the opportunity to maybe lose the location of a wyvern and have to, like, run around on the whole level. But they can't do that, because if they did, then... you know, like the loading screen, well, the problem of removing the loading screens where you have, like, it takes you 25 seconds to run between areas. Like, and that's just been 2 areas, not like around the whole thing, which you could probably do in the exact same amount of time as it takes to do one. So yeah, I really disagree with anyone who thinks that it's an improvement on the series in any way. I just think it's incredibly misguided and bad. But yeah, I'm sort of like interested in hearing how much I'm speaking about this now compared with how much I was speaking during the Revenge of Meta Knight video. Apparently I have a lot of thoughts about the direction that Monster Hunter as a series has been going. But yeah, at least we've got this, which is like the one sort of like final bastion of the old style before they completely ruin it, and we have to wait for like a Resident Evil 7 style reboot for them to unfuck up the game. So yeah, one thing I've noticed is that like the sort of one move that's usually on this, I think that's a Wyvern tier there, on the sort of move set for the longsword is the thing where you press light and heavy attack at the same time, and you do like a side swipe and then like a dodge, but it's only when your sword glows blue that you can actually do that there. Otherwise it will just do either a light or a heavy attack. So I'm not sure if that's something that they've added to the move set, or if it's something related to the adept hunting style. But it's certainly something. Didn't see if I can do that. No, I didn't. I was trying to do... Basically, the other day, I dodged an enemy. And then immediately after dodging, I used a whetstone. So it was just neat, like it going a little dodge, sharpen, sharpen, sharpen. Did I even use a whetstone there? I guess this might be one of the places where my love of, like, sort of, you know, like, meters in survival games started. And, like, just like, something like, you know, having to resharpen your blade periodically is just something I love. I mean, probably the Snake Eater stamina system worked before that. Come on, let's throw another paintball. That's something I shouldn't have done, but I'll bear in mind. Basically, if you press, you'll do like that little spin attack there. If you if you press R while sheathing your weapon. I haven't really used that dodge mechanic for much. I just like looking at the animation. I've not got any healing items left. So I might go foraging for herbs. Will this... Probably not an opportune moment. So yeah, of course, because I can't read, I just have to go by guesswork. One of those is what I'm looking for. In any case, our mate here isn't long for this world. Yeah, it's sort of easy to make a mistake there because you're trying to chase after them by sprinting. No healing herbs. I'm just going to continue for now with like the possibility of me maybe fainting. I know I can go back to camp, but also, you know, this is my first attempt, and it's only sort of like a simple, like, great jaggy kind of wyvern. It's not like we're moving up to whatever the thing with the weird throat, like gas bag that they had in 3. Quite nimble when it's about to die. Guess I better be careful. But like I said, I'm bracing for death anyway. So I'm going to try and get back before it starts healing, or in any case, we've got the paintball on, so as long as they don't move, or if they do move, we're going to see it happen. But again, getting sent back to camp's not a big problem when, you know, when the maps are this easy to get around. It would take me 5 to 10 minutes on World. But yeah, after World, playing this, it's just felt like coming home after a long time away. You know, it felt sort of like an insult. There we go. See, it wasn't long for the World anyway. So yeah, let's carve this motherfucker up and see if we can at least start putting its remains towards things like that can be used in armor. Do I have any raw meat? No. Can't get back to Area 1 anyway. I was gonna just like mess around cooking stuff, but I guess I'll do that next time. Might as well just forage a bit, even if it's stuff I never use. Alright, let's see if that... I'm assuming that was like the quote-unquote urgent quest to unlock the 2-star quests. So let's see if like what the other ones are and what we want to do. Yeah, we've unlocked the second level. These seem to be Paul Pass tickets. So that would just be like a gathering quest. I don't want to do that just yet. 5 of... I think that's Renoplos. It looks like Renoplos anyway. Let's do that. Is it in the same area? See, I don't know where the location thing is. I'm assuming it's the thing... like sort of... of the 3 things in that box on the left, I think it's the top one. I think that might be location. Which means that the Renoplos in the same place as where we just were. So yeah, I don't know actually what I'm cooking or what I'm getting for bonuses here, but I just, you know, I'm just getting some food to, because it will help in some capacity, no matter how small. Alright, let's get some meat from these. My guess is that if it is Renoplos, they're going to be around Area 6, maybe Area 5-4. But 6 is where I would imagine they would be. Yeah, it is Renoplos. So yeah, each game, and sometimes it carries across between them, have things like the Aptonoth, and I don't know what these things are called. But generally they're sort of like herbivores, and the idea is that you just like cut them up for their raw meat. Then you can use the raw meat to sort of like tempt out wyverns, or you can cook them, which is what I'm about to do. Where's my spit? Do I not have a spit? Did I leave it at camp? Could have sworn that they give you them. Maybe this mission didn't give me one. Maybe I should buy one from the store when I can. In case it'll only take a second to check. How many are we at anyway? 2 out of 5. It's only 3 more. But while I'm here, I might as well... No? Seems I haven't got one for this mission. Well, never mind. So there are 2 more here. Then we'll need to look for the 3rd. We'll head east to Area 5. I'll turn the camera around, keep an eye on the other one. It's going to take me a little while to, or rather it is taking me a little while to adjust to the camera system in this one. Because I'm used to being able to also use the D-pad to turn the camera, but I can't in this one. Because a lot of people say, like, oh, you know, it's such a hassle to do, like, the claw hand or whatever. But, like, in truth, you don't really need to, like, manually manipulate the camera a lot of the time. When you do, it's, like, after an attack, in which case you're not moving, or it's while you are moving, in which case you can just, like, you know, tap the recenter button while you're moving like that. So it's no big deal. But in this one, because I'm used to, like, switching to the D-pad, and that's where all the skills are now. So it's taken me a little time to get used to it, but nevertheless, I am getting used to it. I just make a couple of quick mistakes is all. No Renoplos here, just the little kid versions of that Wyvern we fought earlier. Same again. Let's just poke our noses into 7. And then we'll double back. Because getting from 10 to 3, there's only one way. You can't go from 3 to 10. Yeah, sorry, I'll just have a look at 4. I don't think we looked at 4. We're only looking for one more anyway. No, not here. So they'll be in either 9, 10 or 11. Those are called Macau. Thank you. That was a comment in relation to the Aptonoth type thing I was looking at earlier, I think. There we go, Renoplos. Come on, charge me. No. I played Freedom 2, Freedom Unite, 3 Ultimates, 4 Ultimates, but this is my first time playing Generations. I'd never played Generations on 3DS. Yeah, 3 Ultimate was the one I put the most time into, but I've just sort of like played about 10 hours of like each one before that, if that makes sense. I think I'm probably only going to do 1 or 2 more quests. Probably going to check out the what seems to be a new area. And just so I can have a little look around, a little nosy. So I'm assuming that's the Paw Pass, so let's try that one out. It does still seem to be a gathering one, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah, new area. I get the feeling I probably should have packed some cold drinks if I'd known it if it was a desert. And they've not given me any. Okay, so I can't stay long. This is giving me a good first impression. This definitely feels a lot better than the desert level in 3. I feel like. Yeah, as you can see at the top of the screen, I'm losing health, and so I can't stay long. Let's just do a quick round trip. I think if there's a cave area somewhere, I can probably recover some of the health, but I only came there. Freedom Unite, you might recognise the area layout. I actually didn't get very far. I only got in, I think I got to Kezu, and that's where I ended up stopping. Yeah, I didn't play it hugely. Back then, I sort of like really appreciated Monster Hunter, but I was still sort of up against a brick wall with regards to my own abilities. So there's a cave over there. Might as well see if that helps me recover health. Yeah, I've had all my effects. It's the remaster area from Monster Hunter 1 Desert. Oh, right. Oh yeah, because Generations is meant to be like a best of. I know that somewhere it has the snowy mountain from that I've seen in Freedom 2 and Freedom Unite. I know that's in this game somewhere, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'll just leave now. But I'll just sort of like go around like the scenic route, so I can have a little look around. Alright, let's hand in the poor pass tickets. Oh, do I have anything? Oh, there we go. Hand those in. And hand the ticket. There we go. Yeah, I'll do that when I get back to the village. I'm assuming it might show me something new. Last time I looked, it was just like a shortcut thing. Oh. Right. Right, so for people who don't know, this is the village that I'm guessing might be from 2, but I know it from Freedom 2 and Freedom Unite. Well, this brings back memories. Yeah, I think the farm is over here, or at least was. So yeah, thanks for that. Flome MH. Thank you for that very much. So. Sorry, the word of this. That seems to be a new area entirely. Is that this one? Okay, so I've got to go to the shop. Because my gut's telling me that's the mountain I was talking about earlier. I'm just going to buy loads of warm drinks and cold drinks just in case. It'll only be warm drinks I need. Where's the... There we go. There's the coffee. While I'm here, might as well check that I don't have anything that can... I don't know where the blacksmith is anyway. Over here? Yo! It's a no for now. It is! Oh god. Oh god, I've missed this place. So is this... right, so it's Hunter 10... What were they called? Geoprey? Which are like the little blue dinos. So it's affecting my stamina, better do that now. Area 3 tends to have a lot of wyverns. Oh yeah, these are like the the sort of equivalent of the Renoplos, the Bullfango. Hear a lot in this area. There they are. There's a Geoprey over there. So halfway there. Area 3 is where all like the wyverns tend to be. Kezu especially was a couple of us. Up to now. Only one more. Let's have a look at this vista, what it looks like now. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to leave it there. That was that went a lot better than expected. I'm assuming a couple of these might be places I recognise. I don't think I know this one. I'm assuming this might be from the first one or the third portable one. This is the Portable 3 one. One of the main things that, because I never played it, one of the main things that I remember hearing about Portable Third was that it kind of repurposes a lot of the assets and stuff from 3. This village not being an example of that, but they changed the maps and stuff so that you didn't have to swim. Although I'm kind of into the swimming stuff because I'm a fool, a foolish fool. I don't know what this is. I think it's something to do with like single player or multiplayer. I'm going to better. But yeah, that's Monster Hunter Double Cross, and I'm very grateful that I picked it up, and yeah, I'll probably do videos periodically. Yeah. So also thank you to Nintendo for making this console region free for once, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to play this. Also thank you to you, FlomeMH or FlomeMH, I don't know how you pronounce it, for giving me that little hint. Thank you very much. And I'll say goodbye, and see you whenever.